All right, guys, so step 2 of the roller coaster badge, we got to get 3 under or better on Cahoe backwood using nothing but rollers off the tee. So most of these I'm going to be using that glide roll ride. Some of the shorter holes I might disc down a little bit, but kind of played it enough now to where I kind of have an idea of whether I want to do a backhand or forehand off the tee as far as the roller. 75 feet. Be able to start off with a birdie or not, just right off the rim there. So 3 under, not too difficult. I feel like it's pretty gettable since you got a good chance at birdieing all these holes with rollers. This one's a little tougher because you got to carry it over the water, so it's a little harder to judge. But I do like to do the forehand, so it's kind of a right to left. Got to kind of get lucky and miss some trees here. Need it to stand up more. Stop. Come on back. Come on back in bounds. Oh, of course. So playing for par on this one as well, so it's not looking like the greatest start. But as long as you don't make any big mistakes, again, 3 under is not too difficult. And I think there's only one more step after this before you actually earn the badge. This one's worth 1,000 coins. We'll see how much the next one's worth after we get this one. So on this one, I like to do the forehand through that gap. Just have it work its way to the left a little bit. And hopefully you just end up there down by the bass as long as you can miss the trees. This is looking pretty good. Get left, get left. So a little long, but I hate these bushes. Those bushes grab this pretty hard, so that's what I'm worried about. See if I can putt it around to the edge of that. Caught the chains, but slipped out. Well, 3 pars. Sorry, nothing too exciting. This one we can hopefully get 2 strokes. And this is one of the holes I'm going to probably start throwing a roller on, as opposed to what I usually do, the glide skip through all the trees and still have a pretty easy eagle. But I feel like this roller off the tee is almost easier to get down there and have an easy shot at eagle. And if you get it just right, this is a little too far left, but I feel like if you throw the roller just right, you can almost have a shot at albatross and get up to the bottom of that hill there. But this, we're just gonna try to throw it up there within 50 feet or so and get our eagle and get this thing going. And hopefully we're not right behind that tree. Headwind, slide out to the right here. 61 feet downhill. All right, so we got 2 strokes there. 5 holes to go. This one, normally throw a forehand beast around just to the right of this tree, but with the roller, I'm gonna stick with the beast because I don't want to go too far in the water. I'm trying to remember. I think I did a backhand. Yeah, this looks a little better if right on the left side of this tree and put enough angle on it. I'd rather go a little left than have it go too far right into the water, so this is looking pretty good. Don't want to go long into the water and you don't want to go right. But we should be able to, 65, 70 feet, there you go. Should be another birdie here. You definitely want to get to a point where, like 100 feet in, you're pretty much making every time. I feel pretty confident from like 120 and in. Anything outside of that, it just starts decreasing my percentage of making it. But some people are really good, and anything like 200 feet and in they'll make, but I'm not to that point yet. This one I do a forehand, try to keep it just on the right side of that wall and let it kind of just work its way around the corner. Just like this. This is looking pretty good. Missed that tree. There we go. So that's pretty solid. Should get another one here. And the rest of these holes aren't too difficult. I think there's one more tough one, and then the last 2 are pretty easy. So as long as we don't screw up big, I think we got it. 4 under after 6. This one, I can't remember if I did the Rive or the Beast, but I know I do a forehand, try to right through that center gap there. And again, just try to let it work its way right to left. Try the Rive because we got that hill. It'll catch it if it's got too much. Oh, that was not judged well. Although we're getting really lucky on that bounce and roll. But I missed the gap big time. That's not what you want to do. But I got real lucky there with the start and finish. 73 feet headwind. Alright, this hole, again, it's an easy birdie. Just make sure you disc down a little bit off the tee so you don't go too far into the water. And try to keep it on enough angle to where, well, that'll be alright. You don't want to go right out of bounds either, so that's why I kept some angle on it. You don't want it flipping up too much and rolling to the right. Even got a nice little downhill roll at the end there. As long as we don't screw up this approach shot, just try to get it down there. And for some reason I always hit this tree, that tree right there that I just went to the left of. Even if you hit that tree, it's still a pretty easy putt for birdie. So this will be a nice little tap in here. So it's pretty much in the bag, 6 under. We only needed 3, and this is one of the easiest holes to get a birdie on at least. But this is another one I might start throwing the roller forehand. Usually I'll throw a high fading Rive and try to get through the trees and have a shot at the eagle. But this, I just feel like it's a little easier to do something like this and do a roller right to left and just hope you miss the trees. Doesn't get a whole lot better than that. 64 feet. And that should just do it. So this will give us 1,000 coins and we'll move on to the next step. So 8 under. There's our 1,000 coin. Let's see what the next one is. Still gray. So 5,000 coins, 6 under or better. So